Did you know that every woman is born with all the eggs she'll ever have? Over 1 million of them? Before she even takes her first breath? But what if I told you that number drops by the hundreds of thousands before she even hits puberty? And by the time she's in her 30s, she's already lost nearly 90% of them? Welcome to a story that's not just about biology. It's about time, aging, fertility, and the incredible ticking clock built into every female body. So before we dive in, just to let you know that we're seeing that 55% of our viewers who watch our channel regularly have not subscribed to us yet. So we're asking you a favor. Before we start our deep dive, if you like us and want to support us, there's a free and simple way to do that. Just hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out when we put out new videos. We assure you that we will commit to bringing you the best videos each week. We also crave your feedback and suggestions as we aim to give you the best content possible. And now to our feature presentation. Let's rewind to the beginning. Not the beginning of life, but the beginning of potential life. Around week 6 to 8 of fetal development, something remarkable happens in a female fetus. Primordial germ cells begin migrating to the developing ovaries. Once they settle in, these cells start multiplying rapidly, forming a population of oogonia, the earliest form of egg cells. By week 20 of gestation, the fetal ovaries reach peak egg production, about 6 to 7 million immature eggs. But here's the twist. That's the highest number she'll ever have. From this point forward, the count doesn't go up. It only goes down. This process is called atresia, a natural degeneration of egg cells. Even before a baby girl is born, about 80% of her egg supply disappears. By the time she's born, she'll have around 1 to 2 million eggs in her ovaries. And that's it. No new ones are made, ever. Now let's talk about how eggs are used. Starting at puberty, the brain begins sending signals to the ovaries through hormones like FSH, follicle-stimulating hormone, and LH, luteinizing hormone. These trigger ovulation, the monthly release of one mature egg from a follicle. But here's the shocking part. While only one egg is released per month, your body actually selects a group of follicles, up to 1,000, and only one makes it. The rest? They die off in the process. This is why, even though ovulation only happens around 400 to 500 times in a woman's life, hundreds of thousands of eggs are lost between birth and menopause. By puberty, the average girl has about 300,000 to 400,000 eggs left. By her 30s, that number may be closer to 100,000. By 40, she might have fewer than 10,000, and their quality declines too. Not only does the number of eggs decline, but so does their quality. Each egg contains half the genetic material needed to form a new human being. But over time, the DNA inside these eggs becomes more prone to damage. The risk of chromosomal abnormalities increases with age, which is why the chances of conditions like Down syndrome rise the older a woman gets. Fertility isn't just about having eggs, it's about having healthy eggs. By the mid-30s, both egg quantity and quality begin to drop more rapidly. This is why female fertility declines sharply after age 35. And it's not just nature. Factors like smoking, chemotherapy, radiation, autoimmune conditions, and even environmental toxins can accelerate this decline. For decades, scientists believed that females are born with a fixed number of eggs, and that's final. But recent studies have challenged that belief. In 2004, researchers at Harvard claimed they'd found oogonial stem cells, cells in mice that could generate new eggs even in adulthood. The possibility of these cells in humans sparked huge excitement, but the findings have been controversial. Follow-up studies have had mixed results, and as of today, there's no conclusive evidence that women can generate new eggs after birth. Still, some scientists believe that stem cell-based fertility treatments might one day allow women to regrow their egg supply, a game changer for reproductive health. Thanks to medical advances, some women are taking control of the biological clock by freezing their eggs. Egg freezing, or oocyte cryopreservation, allows women to store younger, healthier eggs for use later in life. The earlier the eggs are frozen, the higher the chances of a successful pregnancy later. The process involves hormone stimulation, egg retrieval, and flash freezing the eggs in liquid nitrogen. Originally developed for women undergoing chemotherapy, egg freezing is now common among those who delay pregnancy for career, personal, or medical reasons. Even major companies like Facebook and Apple now offer egg freezing benefits to their employees, fueling a conversation about whether we're changing how we think about reproduction in the 21st century. Let's flip the script. Unlike women, men produce new sperm every day, around 1,500 per second. Sperm production continues throughout most of a man's life, although the quality declines with age. So why the difference? It comes down to evolutionary biology. Eggs are large, energy-rich cells that take time and resources to develop. Sperm are small, mobile, and expendable. Evolution favored men producing vast quantities of sperm to increase the odds of fertilization. Women, on the other hand, evolved to nurture one or a few high-quality eggs, since gestation and child-rearing are biologically costly. In short, men play the quantity game. Women play the quality game. Eventually, the egg reserve reaches a critical low, usually by the late 40s to early 50s. This is when menopause occurs, marking the end of a woman's reproductive years. With fewer than 1,000 eggs remaining, hormone production declines, menstrual cycles stop, and fertility becomes nearly impossible without medical help. But here's what most people don't realize. Perimenopause, the stage leading up to menopause, can last for years, and it can start in the late 30s or early 40s. This is why fertility testing and ovarian reserve tests like AMH or anti-Müllerian hormone are now common for women considering pregnancy after age 30. Let's hit you with some rapid-fire mind-blowers. The largest cell in the human body is the egg cell. It's so big you can actually see it with the naked eye, no microscope needed. While women are born with all their eggs, they're all frozen in an early phase of meiosis, the process of dividing genetic material. It's not until decades later, when one gets chosen for ovulation, that it finally completes division. Some identical twins may come from a single egg that split days after fertilization, while fraternal twins are the result of two separate eggs released in the same cycle. Left and right ovaries don't take turns equally. Many women ovulate more from one side than the other. Despite all this science, most people never learn this in school. Fertility, egg count, and reproductive health are often overlooked topics, especially for women. Many women are shocked to learn how early fertility declines or that the number of eggs is fixed from birth. Worse, misinformation and cultural taboos often prevent open conversations about reproductive aging. But knowing this stuff matters, not just for people who want children, but for understanding how your body works, what to expect, and how to make informed decisions about your health. So the next time someone tells you time is ticking, remember, for women, it started before they were even born. Every egg they'll ever have was already there when they were just a tiny fetus floating in the womb. It's one of the most mind-blowing facts about human biology, and one that connects the past, present, and future in every generation. Like this video if you learned something new, and subscribe for more mind-bending facts every week. Got a topic you want us to cover next? Drop it in the comments, we might just feature your question in our next episode. And don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss a "Did you know?" moment again. Thanks for watching.